Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. This is another upcycling video. Today, you can see I have two men's shirts in front of me. This one is a 2XLT. It's a short sleeved, one of those, what do you call it, chambray. Looks like denim, but it's not denim. This one is XXXL, so 3XL. I don't think it really looks that big though, but that's what it says. Thank you to everybody who was so kind on the last upcycling video. I wasn't doing that to get compliments, but I do appreciate every one of them. I appreciate all your encouragement and input. I just was getting a little frustrated because once again, another lady said, you know, never shows the final product. It's always in the video. You have to stay till the end. I'm not just going to show you the final product first. So anyway, let's just keep moving on. I chose this men's shirt. I just really love it. It just, for some reason, there's something I really love about this color. And then the blue. So it's going to be red, white, and blue. Kind of, maybe I'm just feeling patriotic right now. I don't know. But anyways, we're going to make, guess what we're going to make? We're going to make a duster, of course. What I want to do is use this, well, let me look at them both. I think the plan for me is to use this as the main body of the duster and then use parts of this blue one like on the bottom. I could, however, do it the opposite way, which would be kind of pretty as well. And I'd only be cutting short sleeves off. Should have probably thought about this before I started the video, huh? I like to think as I go, you guys. I like to just figure it out as I go. This is how my channel operates, so welcome. Should we do this as the main body? I mean, this one is a bit fuller. Okay, I see two spots there I didn't see until just now, but I mean, that's fine. There could be a patch there. That doesn't matter, but it is there, so we have to be aware of that. I love this shirt. Let me do some thinking, and I'll come back when I decide. Okay, so I want to do, hopefully you can see. I want to do this time where you cut up next to this, the button area. I don't know what you call this, but the button area, you just sew, or you cut up, leaving this strip intact, and then you sew something else onto this. Okay, so these buttons, that's a little bit high. Oh, I keep it. All right, let's button this back together so I can make a educated drawing here. So straight over, right about there. Okay, so what I want to do is leave an area here along the buttons where I can sew something else on. So this strip of red will still remain. So I will go up, I don't know how much I'll leave, but I'll go up. I'll grab one of these lines, stripes in the shirt to follow, so it'll be a little bit more accurate. And I will go up to this area, and then I'll go back. I might dip down. Well, that might be a little more difficult to try to match up, but probably, yeah, probably we'll just go up and over to the seam I don't think I'll go all the way around. Yeah, I think I'll just go to the seam and cut out this front panel here and the front panel here and replace it with some from this shirt, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm gonna follow this really skinny red line. You probably can't see it. I'm gonna go right up to there. And about the same on the other side, which is going to put me right about here, following this pinkish line right up to there. This keeps this part intact for us. And then can find the side seam here, which is right here. Trying to think how much to go on this. Just leaving myself a teeny bit to sew onto. Don't want to go up too far. I'm going to go over to and then we're going to save this because we'll use it. And like I said, there are 2 spots. Don't worry about that. We'll put a patch there. It'll be cute. But we're going to definitely use this again on this same project. So you definitely don't want to lose any pieces of this shirt. It's so pretty. The fact is that I did end up going a little bit further, so I'm going to go up a little bit now on this side. Just yeah, that's about right. Okay. I'm going to pull away this side a little bit so I can find the side seam. And where I need to go over to is right to there. So, yeah, we're going to follow that line. Okay, and again, we're going to save that. So now we have this shirt with, let's button this so that we can keep this together. Anytime you see these extra buttons and tags, I just cut them out. There's no reason to have that in the way. Okay, so we have, you can get rid of that chalk line. It's another little spot. We'll deal with all that after the fact. So, what I want to do now is get this shirt not going to want this part of it. And I don't know what I'm going to, how much of this shirt I'm going to use. But if I was just going to use just this panel, the back panel, maybe save this for another project, maybe to do this same thing with, I would want to cut up this, leaving about that much, to be able to sew something back onto it. That's not going to be straight, but we're going to sew it underneath this. So what you're going to see is like that. If you can see, the phone is so up so high that I can't run over there and check to see what you're seeing. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I got a lot to figure out yet. I know that. I understand that. Yeah, so this is what it will kind of look like with this shirt piece attached back onto this. That'll be cute. I'm trying to figure out where I want to cut this up this side. I don't want to have this seam in the way, but I'm not convinced that that's going to be enough if I cut it on this side of the seam. Yeah. So we're just going to cut it on the other side and let it be. Just about maybe, I don't know, ½ inch on the other side of that seam. We're going to go up to about where that comes across. All right. Okay. So that's pretty straight. Let's go with this line right here and right there. There we go. Now we have this panel cut out of the shirt. Now logically we should be able to just go ahead and spread this shirt out, the front of this. You following me? We're just spreading this front out on this side. And then we should logically be able to just take and flip this over, line it up with this side seam, line it up down here. We should be able to just cut out this piece by following this piece. That lines up pretty well. Maybe a little straighter over there. So that doesn't look super straight, but we're going to cut it anyway. We're going to cut it the seam, just so we have the same piece. Okay, and then we're going to pull this down. We're just going to follow along with our scissors. Right there. There we go. Now we have our two front panels to replace in the front of that duster. Just like that. Okay, so I am back. Gosh, I hope you can see this because it's really hard for me to know what's showing and what's not. But I sewed this blue panel on with a zigzag all the way over to here. This is going to leave, it's not big enough, but that's good because this leaves us this triangle area to put another piece of fabric to widen this and just make it more flowy versus straighter. So I'm hoping this will end up the same over here. And what we're going to do in this triangle, is we're going to take some more of this fan favorite, mine too, this beautiful sheet. This is a pillowcase, but it's this beautiful, this pinkish red is going to go with this. The blue will go with this. It's just going to be pretty. And we're going to put this triangle right in that opening. So then you're going to have that really pretty floral triangle right there. So we'll do that after I get this panel sewn on. I am in the process of pinning this on underneath so I can go over it with the zigzag like I did this side. Okay, so I have cut out I measured roughly, I cut out 2 triangles with the top cut off and just laid it underneath this opening between the two, between the back panel and this new front panel. And this is the part you'll see. I'm just going to leave it, it's, you know, uneven. I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm just going to leave that hanging for now. We'll cut or trim or do whatever we have to do. So I'm going to zigzag up, over, and down, and then I'll come back and pin the other one on and do that over there. Okay, I am back from the sewing machine sewing this panel on. So now we'll move forward with the next step. Okay, so I'm going to take what's left of the blue shirt and I'm going to make some strips. I want to utilize every bit I can on the back that's left and possibly what's left of the front, because we're going to make, you know, we're going to add more to the bottom of this duster, although it's turning more into looking like a dress than a duster at this point. See how things evolve. I start out with one thing in my mind, and then, you know, you don't know really until the project gets going. So I'm going to be clipping up the arm, or the side seam. I'm going to go around this arm just to take that off, to try to get as flat a piece as I can to see how much fabric we have left. I'll do that and be back. Okay, so I have this all cut out. This is the back portion and it's all flattened out, so I can see that I can get about 3 strips of 6-inch fabric. So 3 of those, and that's what I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to mark this. So I'm going to finish marking this. I'm going to cut this out and I'll be back. Okay, I have the strips all cut and I have sewn them together. I have 3 of them and we are ready to go put this ruffle on. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm hoping you can see this. So I took the ruffle over to the sewing machine and sewed it around the edge of the hem of this, what I'm now going to call a tunic, because I really think it needs to stay a tunic. But wow, I didn't realize how much I underestimated how much fabric it would take to actually go around the bottom. So I had to stop, come over here and try to you know, salvage some more pieces. So there are some seams here that just, yeah, like right here, which is fine. It just, that's how much it took. So that's what you have to do. You just improvise. You just stop what you're doing and go get another piece of fabric. Now right here, there was a spot. I'll just take that off. There's a yellow spot. Like I said, there was a few little stains, but why throw a perfectly decent, I love this color, why throw a perfectly decent shirt out just because it has some stains? What we're going to do is just going to tack on this fun little piece of blue. I'm going to go and sew around that. It falls between buttonholes. So I'm just going to sew around that. That'll be cute. If I find any other yellow spots on this shirt, I'll patch over it. Oh, I know what I want to tell you is, I've decided after looking at this on the mannequin, I do want to cut the collar off just so the circular part here, the curved collar part is what you see. So I am going to cut that off so it'll just be, you know, it'll look like, just like this all the way around. I think that'll be cute. Cause I don't like those buttonholes in the collar. So I'm gonna do that. And I'll probably maybe sew on a pocket. I saved this pocket off from the shirt, the blue shirt. I left myself a little fabric around to sew it. I may sew that on here somewhere. So yeah, I will come back after I figure those things out and I'll show you where we're at. Okay, I'm back from sewing. I want to show you first the pocket I did. I did put this pocket on. I was going to just sew it on, but because it was blue on blue, I wanted something behind it to kind of make it stand out. So I put a patch of that floral sheet underneath, sewed it on. It's now a pocket. Put a little patch here, and then I added that like I showed you. I just did an X on that. It's cute. And then over here, I did a little cluster of patches with the 3 fabrics that we're using. I think it's turning out quite cute. I did take the collar off, so that leaves that kind of a collar. And I mean, we still have the sleeves. I like it with the sleeves. Yeah, so it's more of a tunic than turning out to be a duster. So that's fine too. I don't have anything on the back though, which drives me a little nuts because I like there to be something back here as well. It's just this big sea of red, which is fine, but I just feel like we need something back here. I'm just not sure what yet. You know, more patchwork. I don't know. May just leave it plain. Gotta think about it. But for the most part, I like how it's turning out. I mean, I could cut the sleeves off and make it a short sleeve tunic. But you know, I mean, we're heading to the end of July, and we know that fall is around the corner, so maybe leaving the sleeves on would be a good idea. But you know what? Anybody with a pair of scissors, if they bought this and didn't want the long sleeves, anybody with a pair of scissors could just cut the sleeve off right on the outside of that sleeve hem and have it short sleeves. But anyway, so yeah, this is for my bigger sized friends here. I am making things that will fit all sizes. I know that some of the stuff I've made has been smaller. This is definitely an oversized tunic, so it's a bigger size, very comfy, worn over leggings, over skinny jeans, whatever. So yeah, I mean, you know what, you could also leave this open and throw it over a t-shirt and jeans. It would be just a cute addition to your outfit that way. So I'm loving how it's turning out. I think these three fabrics really, they look great together. And this color really draws this color. So, happy with the fabric choices on this. Anyway, oh, and also I went around this ruffle and I did a zigzag stitch, but I did, so kind of zig on this side and then a zag on the other. You know what I mean? Like I did it so close to the edge that it kind of almost makes it look like you serged it. I don't have a serger anymore. So that's, I just thought it might be nice to have that finished off. Normally I just have raw edges and I don't mind that at all. In fact, I like it. But for this one I just thought, well, let's see how that would look. So, yeah, I will come back to, if I add anything more, I will come back to you and show you before the final pictures. So stick around. I always do a final, either photos or a video. I always do that. I never start a project and then not show you the final product. I just don't do that. And it's weird that I've had a couple people leave comments like that. Because, it's clear that they don't watch the whole video, but how would you expect to see the finished product if you don't watch the full video? So, anyway, yeah, so I'll come back either to show you more or to show you and finish the video. So, okay, I just got done washing this, drying it, did my video and pictures, and cutting off the frayed threads that happen when you do this. So most of them will be already cut off before someone buys it, but you know, when you wash it again, you're gonna get some strays, so just clip them off. Let's clip them off. Anyway, this is all I did. I showed what I already showed you, the pocket and the patch and the ruffle. That's really all. I didn't go back and do anything else. I just threw it in the wash. And did you notice I didn't dye this one? It would look cute. I think a brown would have looked cute. But I really like it the way it is, so I don't have to dye every piece. I like this one just how it is. And so that's the way it's going to go into the Etsy shop. So anyway, this ended up being a long sleeve tunic. You can throw it over something and button it up like this as a tunic. You can throw it over a t-shirt, just wear it as an over shirt, over some leggings. It's super cute. I will post pictures and a video of me wearing it right after this video, so please don't stop watching if you want to see what it looks like. So, alright guys, I appreciate you watching another upcycling video. Just me, a crazy girl here in Michigan, having fun, making clothes. So, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!